If you're looking for movies or TV shows featuring Netflix series in 2024, you just click on the right video. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on discovering great movies and TV shows again. Number 1. Three-Body Problem, 2024.
True. About all of us.
Based on the book trilogy of the same title, The Three-Body Problem, by author Cixin Liu, winner of the Yinhe, Hugo, and Locus Awards, the series produced by Netflix, with the creators of Game of Thrones, is set in China in the midst of its cultural revolution in the late 1960s. With a group of astrophysicists, military personnel, and engineers who decide to carry out a project to communicate with possible life outside Earth. The decision they made has repercussions on humanity 50 years later, threatening it by unknown forces. Now they will have to survive an unexpected visit while scientists from the present time try to unravel the secrets and mysteries of the project carried out years ago. Number 2. Black Doves, 2024.
Tell me.
No. This morning, a man was killed on the South Bank.
The story follows Helen Webb, a professional spy who maintains a facade of devoted wife and mother while delivering secrets from her husband, an influential British politician, to the secret organization Black Doves. For a decade, Helen has successfully maintained this double life, but everything changes when her lover is brutally murdered. After the crime, her boss, the Mysterious, calls on Helen's old friend Sam Young, a secret agent who retired from the service after a failed mission to protect her. Together, Helen and Sam engage in a dangerous investigation to discover who killed Jason and why. Number 3. The Gentleman, 2024.
The business is broken. There are holes in the roof, the staff are revolting, and you, brother.
In the series, The Gentleman, Eddie Horniman, a young English aristocrat, is surprised to discover that his father has left him a considerable inheritance, a huge family estate. To his surprise, the available acres are part of a marijuana empire. Completing the combo of surprises, Horniman receives big names from the criminal underworld at his new property, who try to participate in the operation. Determined to protect his family and the legacy left by his father from the clutches of criminals, he ends up playing the game, but crime becomes a viable option as he learns more about this new world. Number 4. The Perfect Couple, 2024.
Can't take my eyes off you.
Welcome!
You'd be like heaven to touch.
The most anticipated event of the year is the wedding of Amelia Sachs and Benji Winberry. The groom's millionaire family spares no expense in hosting their guests at their huge beachfront property. The future mother-in-law, Greer Garrison Winberry, a well-known novelist, does not approve of the relationship, but organizes the most luxurious wedding of the season. However, the festive mood is ruined when a body is found on the beach. Suddenly, everyone present becomes a suspect, and the dream turns into a nightmare. Number 5. Baby Reindeer, 2024.
I think she needs help. She comes to my work, my house. She sends me emails like all the time.
Are any threatening towards you?
Yeah.
Donnie Dunn, a young man, works as a bartender to make ends meet, but his real goal is to achieve the success he desires as a comedian. Although he puts his heart and soul into his stand-up routine, his big breakthrough is still a long way off. While he's working on his career, he's also dealing with a strange woman who has been obsessing over him for a while. The woman visits Donnie at work every day and bombards him with emails. At first, Donnie is concerned about the woman, but over time, the relationship between the two becomes unhealthy. Number 6. Eric, 2024.
Letting him walk to school? Is that a decision you regret?
Tells the story of a father who has lost his son and his desperate search. Vincent, one of New York's leading puppeteers, is also the creator of the children's favorite series, Good Day Sunshine. Vincent's 9-year-old son, Edgar, disappears on his way to school one morning. Struggling to cope with his son's absence, Vincent becomes increasingly unstable. Blaming himself for what happened, Vincent finds a solution in his son's drawings of a blue monster puppet named Eric. Vincent believes that if he can get Eric on TV, his son will come back home and begins working towards this goal. Number 7. Avatar: The Last Airbender, 2024. Human civilization is divided into 4 separate nations, named after the elements: the Air Nomads, the Earth Kingdom, the Fire Nation, and the Water Tribe. Within each nation, only a few people, the Benders, can use their nation's element through regional martial arts and telekinetic powers. The only user who can use all 4 elements is the Avatar. After 100 years of sleep, Aang, the newest Avatar of the Air Nomads, is awakened by Katara and Sokka of the Water Tribe. Aang learns of the world-destroying war that the Fire Nation has started. With the help of his new friends, Aang must master the powers of the elements to bring harmony to the nations. Number 8. Ripley, 2024.
Tom,
Accounting.
you're a very hard man to find.
Things could be going better for young Tom Ripley. He lives in New York, barely making ends meet, and eke out a living with odd jobs and petty criminal activities. Then he receives a surprising offer from the extremely wealthy entrepreneur Herbert Greenleaf. Ripley is to travel to Italy to bring Greenleaf's son Dickie back to the USA. Greenleaf lives in Italy as a talentless painter and is shirking his responsibilities as the company heir. When Ripley arrives in Italy, however, Dickie shows no interest in returning to his father. Instead of traveling to the USA, Ripley delves deeper and deeper into the life of the wealthy heir and begins to develop an obsession with his luxurious everyday life. Number 9. Fool Me Once, 2024.
This is where the attack happened, and this is where Joe Burkett was murdered.
In Fool Me, once a war veteran sees images of her dead husband on a spy camera and ends up discovering a huge conspiracy. In the miniseries based on the book by Harlan Coben, former operations pilot Maya suffers from the loss of her husband Joe while trying to take care of her 2-year-old daughter. One day, the camera monitoring the baby captures footage of Joe playing with her. Shocked and confused, she seeks out Detective Sammy Kearse, who is investigating the murder, and ends up opening up a new mystery and great dangers. Number 10. Kaos, 2024.
We're meant to be together.
Today you will. For what? Leave him.
The series that reinterprets Greek mythology in a modern way, Mount Olympus is on the brink of collapse due to the growing paranoia of Zeus. After millennia of ruling the Olympian gods, Zeus discovers a wrinkle on his forehead which leads him to a paranoid fit, believing that his downfall is imminent. This fit triggers a series of chaotic events among the gods, affecting the earth and its inhabitants. While Zeus sees signs of his supposed downfall everywhere, Hades, his brother and god of the underworld, loses control of his domain, and Hera, the queen of the gods, finds herself forced to act to maintain her position, threatened by Zeus's instability.